Alrighty then. Time for another fun TBN-Plex video. Much like regular Plex, we like adding features most people don't care about. So the latest one that we added, as you can hear Bud behind me agrees with the rest of you, that I think is pretty kick-ass, and I think it'll actually be pretty useful in addition to the fun, awesome trivia scene game we did, is 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Now most people are familiar with this 6 degrees of separation action. So the idea behind this section of the TBN-Plex is you can pick an actor, like say Kevin Bacon to the great Fred Ward, right? Maybe one of the greatest tag teams in movie history. Too bad they only had one movie. Tremors, at least one that I have. And so where I think this is really useful, or has potential I should say, is like let's say you were watching Tremors and you liked how Kevin Bacon and Fred Ward did, and you're like, what else have they been in? Oh, I only have one movie. But let's look at someone else who's like equally cool, like say Bill Paxton, and we'll do it to say Michael B. See, I like that autocomplete action I built in there using the actors from my movie library, right? That's super handy. And we will submit that. And since I know they're one step away from like Aliens and Terminator, but here we go. In my library, 0 steps from each other, you have Bill Paxton as Private William L. Hudson in Aliens with Michael Biehn as Corporal Dwayne Hicks. I'm Hudson, he's Hicks, sir. Right? And then you got Floyd Dane in Navy SEALs with James Curran, Punk Leader, Kyle Reese, Morgan Earp, Johnny Ringo. Right? Cool, right? So let's take it one step away. And here's one that, on one hand, I thought was surprising, but then when I looked at the movie list, I was like, that's actually not very surprising at all. John Wayne, right? Like, he's like quite a bit older than what would be Michael Biehn. Let's do the results. So you can see he's only one step away because of Tombstone, which kind of makes sense when you think of how awesome that movie is as a Western and the variety of ages that would appear in it. So let's go to one that's 2 steps away, and this is where it gets trickier, but yet this result I find is still equally as surprising. Samuel Jackson. Yeah, I'll have a Samuel Jackson. And we don't want to limit the results, because there might be a bunch. Because once you get past one step, you actually do find that there are a ton of links by virtue of extras and minor characters that everyone forgets about when you're not a computer that's checking a database. So here we go. And I still have to refine this a little bit because like so much is returned that it's not, my UI is not quite ready for everything yet, but we're getting there is the point. But here you can see, so step 1, and I'm pretty sure since we're not limiting, this would be the technically what we are considering the quote highest match, which we still need to refine, which I'll get to in a future video. But here we go. So from actor John Wayne to Sam Jackson. John Wayne is John Chance in Rio Bravo to Angie Dickinson in Feathers. And then you also have that's kind of out of order, right? That one's kind of out of order. But it would actually go, if you looked at all these actors, they're all in movies that have Angie Dickinson, and there would be a many actors, many roles. Let's actually reverse it. I think that'll actually show up better. I only have this partially coded, so when you do it one way, it works different than when you do it the other way. And that's because I just haven't finished actually coding it yet. So we just got lucky and it happens to work one way. Not that I'm finished yet. Wait. Let's do this again. At least I think it'll work better this way. And by better, I mean show us the same results slightly differently. Okay, so yes, here we go. When you start at Sam Jackson's end of the story instead of John Wayne's end of the story, it ties it better together right now with how my code works. And that's because I only have like one half of a block built that ties all this together. But anyway, here you can see how it works. Sam Jackson is the uncredited narrator in Inglourious Bastards to Brad Pitt, right? And then Big Donna Troop romance to Brad Pitt, blah blah. Don Cheadle to Bernie Mac. And all of these characters playing all of these roles. Hey, I'm doing a video, guys. Tone it down. In all of these movies, linked to Angie Dickinson as many characters, because I haven't linked that in yet. And then Angie Dickinson plays Feathers in Rio Bravo to John Wayne as John Chance. And then you can see here Sam Jackson again links to Robert Redford. And then Robert Redford links in these movies to Strother Martin, who plays many characters in these movies. And he then plays Agard in McClintock, right? And then you can see here, there's even more matches. And more matches. And more matches. So that's, you can see, like, you get a lot of matches once you get down to 2 steps away. And some of them are interesting, what you find. Like, because Jackie Chan is in a Western, he links to John Wayne pretty easily. I think quite a bit more easily than Sam Jackson does in my library. And that's probably because I don't have that Sam Jackson Western. Well, I guess they're both still 2 steps away. Oh, that's broken. All these are broken. They all got to be fixed. I bet if we did it the other way, we would get similar. Let's do it the other way. It might work better. But as you can see, like, this is, you know, very close to being ready to go. Yes, here we go. See, better action that way. But they'll work the same. Don't worry. That just ain't fixed yet, or even wrote yet. But the other part we're going to do, once both are, we'll say synonymous, is you will then be able to come in and these links will be links to the actor's role page that is in the movie section. The movies will be posters that you can click to get to the movie. Right, that'll be cool. So that'll sort of be a little much more visually appealing table action. And then the other thing you'll be able to do is, like, if you were in your movie section and you looked at like Big or whatever, I think and you looked at like Tom Hanks, you could go like, boom, Kevin Bacon from actor, like check it, and it would remember it, and then you can go into a movie and you could like chain it, or maybe go back to, I should go back to the movies section. I need to make some backlinks in here. So you could go to like Ghostbusters and then click on Sigourney Weaver, and you could be like to actress, and then it would do the Kevin Bacon check just like when you click on this default link, and it does it for Kevin Bacon and Fred Ward. So that way, then you could be like, ooh, I really like to watch Trimmers. Boom, click on Trimmers, play that now. So that's the kind of action that I'm thinking of as far as how this gets turned into a fun, useful feature instead of something that's just a stupid add-in. Because the other one that's really fun is the trivia scene game. I mean, how do you not like trivia scenes when you got nothing to do and you're like, oh, what do I want to watch? I thought it was going to play something. Oh, it is going to play something. Oh, I know what that is.
Am I talking to Miranda now? No.
What? I'm pretty sure that's right. I better not have to put movie dot in front of that. Those aren't any of the movies. Let's replay this. I'm thinking that it did not play the correct scene to go with whatever film it thinks is. Yeah. Let's get a new scene here. That is Split, right? Split? Pretty sure that's Split. Yes. Yay!
You might be right.
So there you go. That's the trivia scene game. We got a really long video going. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Look for 6 degrees. Oh wait, I forgot. We're not done quite yet. I know, but right, super long video. I almost forgot that. Besides, you can do. Let's take like something like it works in the Discord channel. It's not as pretty yet. Oh, it's all your fault, bud. But there you go. See, so it even has Discord integration going for it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good one.